Coach, a lot of good things I know from the first and second period, in particular the other night. How much do you look forward to carrying those things into this one?
Well, that's what we talked about as a group. We played very well the first two periods, moved the puck very well. We're strong on loose pucks, lots of things. Third period, the 5-1 lead, the other team's just throwing everything at you, and we brought some trouble on ourselves with two penalties and some turnovers, but we weathered the storm there, and we come in today and try to build on what we did and get some consistency in our game of good things that allow us to win games.
I feel like we talk a lot about the goaltender early on weathering a storm, but what does it mean to you to see Mike be able to do that late in a game like that when, anything can happen, but to weather that storm, and even though a couple goals did go in, but to not let it get out of control.
Well, there is, the thing about our game is you find ways to win, and there's games when your team might be tired and your goaltender has to go out and weather the storm early and let your team get up and running in the game, and then there's a game where, the other night we get up 5-1, Schmidt's going in there with, hey, I'm going to have to play a real strong period here just to make sure we get the win. So that's just all about being a team and everybody doing their part. Schmidt recognizes that.
Just need to kind of narrow the focus with these two games before the break, Dave. Is that kind of just empty the tank and let's make this final push?
We got through a tough week last week. That was, 5 games in 7 days is a tough week, and our guys battled hard all the way through it. And then we come in, played a strong game the other night. We got 2 games before the break. You're at home with some days in between. There should be no reason we don't leave it all on the ice here this week.
How's Jordan looking?
Won't play again tonight, but he'll hopefully be back at practice tomorrow. We'll just see how it goes. We want to make sure we give him a couple of days to get him fully recovered.
Did he get on the ice at all today? No. That was Max out there late. Okay.
We were talking to Lawson Krause. This is his first game against Florida since they traded him, and he said he's had this one circled and is really excited to get out there. What do you expect from him tonight, Dave?
I expect him to play well. He's turned into he's a young player and still lots to learn, but he's a good NHL player, and he's been one of our young guys that has really taken steps forward. So I'm sure he wants to prove to them that they made a poor decision in trading for him, and he wants to play well. So that goes with every trade that gets made. The player, when you go back against your old team, you always feel like you have something to prove. And that being said, Lawson has come here. He's fit in very well with our group, and he's going to be a good player for our team for a long time. So we're happy to have him.
What have you seen over the years, the many years, Jaromir Jagr, that has made him the guy that he is? He's still out there. He's riding a point streak coming in. What makes him so special?
He makes me feel really old because I was on his line there for a while, and it was, he's an incredible. His passion for the game and his skill set are still what sets him apart. Right? You look at him out there, he looks like he's having fun every game, but his skills are just immeasurable. Like the stuff he can do with the puck and the plays he can make him a good player still. But I think the biggest thing is how much fun he has playing the game. The passion for the game is what keeps him going.
That's what Jacob was laughing because he played with his dad, and he's it's kind of surreal for Jacob.
Yeah, no, it's real for a lot of us.
Dave, how about Keith Yandel? He just keeps going along too. Tonight, I believe, is his 600th game in a row. Obviously, he was here a long time, but when he's on the other team, obviously he has an impact on what you're trying to do, right?
Oh, he is. He's not just a very good player, but a great personality. And we really missed him in our locker room after he left. But that sometimes the business of the game gets thrown into the mix. But he was I really enjoyed my time with Jans. He's always committed to trying to help our team win, committed to making sure the dressing room is lively and being a leader. And he's got rewarded with a long-term contract, and he's going to be a fixture on that team. So it's good for him and his family, and he continues to play well. You watch him play, he's still playing a real strong game.